What is going on, YouTube? So we have a video today talking about the only thing I think in the world sometimes that is worse than a filthy reseller, and that of course is a freaking filthy scalper, guys. So as a lot of you know, Mortal Kombat has been doing this reboot where they're just basically going back to the roots, back to starting over. They kind of, after you put out 10 games or so, 10, 11, 12, I don't even know how many Mortal Kombat there is nowadays. But after you put out that many games and all the years of the stories and stuff, you really got to just kind of go back and just start it over. So, I recently seen a guy post a video and then I researched more into this, and it turns out that there are scalpers that are selling Mortal Kombat 1 stress test codes for hundreds of dollars, guys. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to pull up this article. So this is on thegamer.com. As I just said, scalpers are selling Mortal Kombat 1 stress codes for hundreds of dollars. One Mortal Kombat code was even listed for $1,000. So what does that exactly mean, guys? So Mortal Kombat stress codes are being sent out today, so make sure to check your emails if you signed up for early access period, which I did not, unfortunately. However, as many of us unfortunate souls are finding out right now, just putting your email address down wasn't enough and it won't guarantee you a spot. So only a lucky few will be able to play Mortal Kombat 1 this weekend. So they are sending out these stress codes to people that have signed up using their emails. So hopefully that this week they can test out the game, see how everything's going. But of course, guys, like I said before, besides, the only thing worse than a filthy reseller is a scalper. So there's actually people that are getting these codes, and instead of actually using them as they were told, they are selling it off and trying to make some money off of it. So over on eBay, I guess there are sellers are trying to shift their stress codes for hundreds of dollars. One fan even spotted a listing for $1,000 that has since disappeared from the site. Hopefully not because somebody actually bought it. And you know that the really horrible part about this is there's actually people out there that would probably pay this much money to play this game early because they are so in love with Mortal Kombat. I myself am a huge fan. Not so much as in the competitive fighting scene of it, but just the story wise. I love the characters, I love the story over the years. Hell, I even got two 1-up cabinets, and one happens to be the Mortal Kombat 2 one. Not that I like the cabinet itself, but I just love Mortal Kombat so much. So right now, when you search Mortal Kombat 1 stress test on eBay, US will return a few results, which price now ranging from $200 to $500, as others are pointing out. This will essentially mean you're paying for the privilege of just testing the game's online capabilities at a much higher price than the full game will cost. So you're paying a lot of money just to try it out before anybody else really online. This was the official tweet. Good news, the combatants codes have been sent out. Reminder, the stress test will begin tomorrow, the 23rd, which was yesterday now, as I am filming this after midnight. In any case you were wondering, we found an issue to build yesterday and didn't want to inhibit your playtime this weekend. We were able to resolve that. So, that was their post letting them know that they actually sent out the codes. So while you would hope no one would be desperate enough to pay eye-watering amounts of money for an early build of the game, it does seem that scalpers have had success. In description of one eBay seller, the seller tries to direct would-be buyers to his Discord instead of this. Pro tip, this is a red flag. As with anything, if you were trying to buy something online, I've talked about this tip with other people before, never talk to people outside of buying sites, Mercari, everything like that, because you are getting scammed, guys. You might think it's too good to be true, and I tell that to my kids, I tell that to my family members, I tell that to old people all the time on Facebook. If you see a deal that is too good to be true, guys, it is too good to be true. So these people are trying to go off the sites. They're trying to sell the codes to the highest bidder, apparently around $100 a pop in most auctions. If this is the case, then these guys will be making a killing by the time this stress period is over, despite the sellers getting the codes for free by setting up multiple emails. These guys, these scalpers and stuff like that, they are setting up these accounts, they're getting all these codes, and they are just making a killing off of this. All on the fact that people will just want to play this game early, guys. Don't fall for this crap. To make matters worse, it's only going to run for a few days, guys. Like this, it's saying right down here, you only have a few days for this, so you're going to pay $100 just to play this game for a couple days. We'll conclude on the 26th, so Monday or so. So you'd be paying a ridiculous, yeah, like I just said, you'd be paying a ridiculous amount of game for a lesser version of the game for 1 weekend. Getting a code won't grant you access to other playtests either, so there could be other builds going on, and then you guys will not be able to play it. It's not clear if these sellers are apparently attracting are aware of this, because the eBay listings sure as hell don't have the warning. The sellers appear to be accepting refunds since the code could be useless after they redeem it. So going on and talking more about that, yeah, we all know how horrible scalpers are, and I'm always so disappointed in hearing when people do this. They bought several PS5s, they bought several of this one game, and then they just either go off and sell it for twice what they paid and stuff like that. Now, just kind of go over what I was talking about earlier. I don't honestly hate resellers either. I always have to put this in here because people will call me out on it and say stuff like that. I myself have resold stuff in the past, bought stuff cheaper and then sold it for under retail, but I always try to sell for under retail so that way I'm not ripping anybody else off. But a lot of times I'll keep what I want and then sell what I don't need. But the fact of the matter is, these people are making these accounts, they're getting these codes, and then they are, selling them off as playtests. And as the article said, there's even some out there that aren't even saying that this is just a stress test code. They're saying that this is Mortal Kombat 1. So people might, unfortunately, think they're going to get early access to a game. They're going to pay this $100 and stuff like that, and they will not be able to play this. Just be careful out there, guys. As much as we all love video games and stuff like that, the fact that you could be getting screwed out of stuff like this, like I said, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. I was gonna just see here a sec, if I pull it up, if I could see any listings on eBay, because I think this article might be a day or so old now. I think it was published 16 hours ago. So if eBay will load, but of course it's not. Let's see. Of course it's not. But anyways, I will post in the description below if I find something talking more about this. But like I said, guys, don't do this stuff. Don't give these scalpers the benefits of the doubt. Don't make them get. I don't understand why people pay this much for this stuff. I know you really want to do it and you really love the series and stuff like that, but just wait, guys. It's only a matter of time before this game will be released and you guys can enjoy it that way. So I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Have you seen this yet? Have you seen anything about this? Or, obviously, we all know there's nobody out there that thinks scalpers are cool. So I want to know what your opinions on scalpers are. Have you scalped in the past? Have you had other people bought and scalped stuff for you? I know I had a buddy buy a Series X for a ridiculous amount because he wanted it so bad and he could not find it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be releasing some more coming up here soon. And yeah, as always, stay retro, my friends, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, guys, I am just back for a split second because I was able to get eBay to load up. And as you can see here, we actually have an auction going on right now for a Microsoft Xbox Series X stress test code, 19 bids at $227, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. By the time this auction ends in 12 hours, somebody's going to only be able to play this game. They're not even probably going to be able to play this game because I know it ends on the 26th. So there you have it, guys.